Is it worth it, guys? Is it worth to actually buy the bundle that is on sale right now? Let's talk a little bit about it. Hello guys, once again it's Matt. Thank you all the members and patrons, make sure to subscribe. And we had kind of a big bundle, I gotta say. It's a pretty good bundle to us to buy right now with the Brazilian quote-unquote aircraft, right? So as you know, 7th of September, it is the Independence Day of Brazil, and we had the Moments of Value, you know, teaser or video or whatever you want to call it for Brazil. And with that, they actually added a bundle for you to actually buy with the AMX and the Meteor, the British Meteor Reaper, right? So is it worth to actually buy these two aircraft? Because I gotta say, in the price tag itself, although I still believe it is pretty expensive, don't get me wrong, I still believe it is expensive. I think it is at the $60, I think. I have to check. I gotta check. It is $60, yeah, $59.99. It is still pretty expensive, but remember that this is the price of the AMX alone, without any other things, you know, so it is, you know, a good bundle, although kinda expensive. Compared to other bundles and other prices of vehicles and stuff, it is okay. It actually is a good bundle for you to buy, you know, if you have the money. So is it worth for the aircraft? Well, that's where I think we gotta start talking, right? The Meteor. The Meteor is an aircraft that it is one of the best premiums you can buy. Yes, it's pretty interesting, guys. If you go fly this thing, it is a 8.0 aircraft. It's very low in VR, and it is not the fastest thing ever, but it turns like nothing else. Almost nothing else, right? There are better aircraft that turn better here, but you are an amazing dogfighter. You are pretty light and nimble. The acceleration is pretty okay, although it doesn't have max speed. The acceleration is alright. And the cannons are very reliable with some very good amounts of ammunition. And you have 4 cannons of 20 millimeters. Is it, you know, the best aircraft out there? You can, you know, destroy everything? No, maybe not. But I gotta say, at these BRs, it's a walk in the park with this aircraft. You face stronger enemies than you, and you're still fine. You just don't have the speed to be the offensive part normally of the engagement. You know, you have to pick your targets depending on if they are close enough for you to actually engage them, and if they do the mistake of actually getting into a dogfight with you, they will die most of the time. So it's a very, very easy aircraft to fly with, amazing cannons and an amazing performance in a dogfight that makes you be very, very reliable to get a lot of kills, making you a lot better. The AMX is a little bit harder. It's a hard aircraft. We're going to talk a little bit afterwards, but the EMX is an aircraft that it's not for everybody. It's slow as well, and it doesn't turn as good as you might think for an aircraft that has such a high BR. It's a very, very high BR aircraft, and it will face a lot of F-14s, a lot of MiG-23s, stuff that are way above your pay grade, right? You do have your Piranhas, and I mean, you can get kills, don't get me wrong, but it is a harder aircraft, and in the ground attack role, it is hard as well because of the BR. But the Meteor itself, I mean, I just have I don't know how many kills. I played 3 matches with it, again, 4 matches to get the skin, and I got so many kills with this thing. Like, seriously, it's crazy how good this thing is on the dogfight. So, just for the sake of having a very good premium, that obviously costs a lot less than $60, but just because it has the Meteor together with any other aircraft, it would already be a good package. And the question that you have to do for yourself is it worth to actually get the AMX for you? Because the Meteor, it's kind of a bonus here. You basically pay for the AMX, and then you get the Meteor as a free bonus with a package coming, basically coming with you guys. So you get the bonus GE, premium time, and everything with that, right? So the question that you have to answer is for yourself is really, is the MX worth it? And again, it's not for everybody. That's kind of hard to actually say, because it depends on your playstyle. Depends if you like an aircraft like this. To be honest, any Brazilian would say that it is worth it. So it's complicated to get an opinion from Brazilians. But the thing is that it is going to be... I found it very funny that I was actually doing a video about the AMX yesterday, and in the Brazilian channel. By the way, I have a Brazilian channel, link in the description. And one comment actually stood a lot to me. Like, the guy said, I wasn't particularly a fan of the EMX, me personally, right, for ground battles. I don't like it too much because for me it's too slow. I prefer a faster aircraft that I can stay safe. But some of the matches that you will see right now kind of gives away a little bit on why. And a comment basically said, oh well, but I love aircraft like this. I love that they have a lot of weapons even though they are slow. You can get a lot more kills with it and stuff, and he was saying something like that, right? So clearly everybody has its own opinion on it. What you have to answer for yourself is, again, is the AMX worth to you? I personally believe that even though I'm not the biggest fan of slower aircraft, I think yes, it is a very good ground attacker that you can use in a ground battle, but it's not why it's worth it on the ground battles, even though it's where it better performs. It's actually in the air battles. Why? Because I'm finishing up the research on the Italian subtrees, you know, and stuff like that, and I'm only using the AMX. Why is that? Because you gain so many points. People are not expecting you to be performing. Like, people don't regard the AMX as a big threat, and then you can get a lot of kills. You get 2-3 kills, 1-2-3 kills, you know, in every single match. You get 2 on one basis. You have to be smart about it. You are not fast, so the bases and stuff like that, they are gonna be destroyed quicker than you can get to the bases sometimes, and you don't want to get into too many dogfights because you're gonna end up dying, right? So you gotta be careful. It's not for everybody, but it has that appeal that in the air battles it can actually do well if you do a little bit of thinking before just playing and going straight to the enemy, right? So that's why I think it is worth it, the pack, but you have to answer this question for yourself. Is the AMX, the way that it flies, remember, it's a slower aircraft that has a pretty good ground loadout, has pretty good missiles, but no IRCCM. It turns kinda okay-ish, not a dogfighter, but nothing like a brick. Is this like middle way of flying with no proper speed worth for you? Then if it is, if you are able to just get away with flying a little bit with these harder fly model, then you're gonna be fine and you're gonna get a lot of kills and you're gonna get a lot of points, and then the pack is really worth it. So this is my opinion on it. Let me know in the comments what you think about the bundle that it is right now. Remember, it's basically the price of the EMX, but you get a pack of the Meteor, which is pretty cool, and it gets a Brazilian skin as well, which is pretty cool as well. So yeah, remember you can buy each of these vehicles with a 30% discount right now as well, so remember that, okay? But yeah, let me know in the comments, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye guys, see you.